Campbells comments here at Tamworth, wrapping up after a very successful day of selling there for Nutrien. But I'm catching up with Lindsay Knight as we overlook the Campdraft. Lindsay, and you're one of the major stock donators, I suppose, here at for the Nutrien Masters. Firstly, thank you. And how's it all going?
No, it's all going good. Yeah, no, there's quite a few people that donate cattle to these events, all around Australia, really, for camp drafting, and quite happy to do it.
I'm a bit of a novice at it. I've been, I suppose, 12 months since basically coming on board a bit with Nutrien, and what I do, I was fortunate enough to go to Springshore, and I know, like you said, it's everywhere. People donate cattle. Cattle are worth so much right at the minute as well. It is a big thing. I don't think any rider out there takes it for granted, but it's just part of this great lifestyle that is a necessary, and it won't run without you guys.
Yeah, no, that's correct. I've seen both ends of the scale as the value of cattle, you know, at Campdrafts. We've chased cattle for $100 a head, and I've chased cattle worth thousands of dollars a head. So over the years, it's you don't really worry about the price of them when you lend them, because you know they're covered with insurance and people are going to look after them anyway. But you just do your bit and donate what you can.
It's a hot topic, and animal welfare and all this other stuff, and I don't get into it, but the way you guys, and it's drummed into everyone, it's spoken about before every class. Make sure you look after the beast as much as look after themselves. You've got to look after the beast, and anyone's wondering, that's the cattle. That's the way they're talked about, and it's I think from an outside looking in, I reckon it's just sensational the way you guys do look after them, and all the riders do as well.
Yeah, no, that's probably one of the big improvements over the years, how committees and competitors look after our cattle and all the other donors' cattle. You know, they got that in mind, and they do a lot to improve that, and I think that'll continue.
Camp drafting is a big part of your life. It's just an amazing sport. Just continues to get bigger and bigger and continues to grow. You've been a part of the Nutrien sales experience, I suppose, since it was at the showground. So how long is that? Like it's over 10 years anyway. I know that.
Yeah, it's been well over 10 years. Can't put my finger on it, but yeah, time goes so quick. But yeah, no, we've been part of it ever since, competing, selling, lending cattle, yeah, whatever. It's been a great ride, and what Landmark and now Nutrien have done with it is just amazing.
You're a great competitor yourself. You've won Willinga, you won the Gold Cup, which for the people, the Standardberry guys watching this interview maybe for the first time, that's the Melbourne Cup, I suppose, of camp drafts, is it?
Yeah, I've never won Willinga, I've never been there.
Sorry, is it? Which one? Warwick?
Warwick Gold Cup, yeah, I was lucky enough to win that. Yeah, no, it's, you know, it was, in those days, it was the pinnacle of our event. One could argue there's bigger fish now to fry, you know, they've got some very big major drafts for a lot of money all around Australia, and to win any of them it'd be a major achievement.
How long ago did you win it?
1990.
So a little while ago, because your sons ran second in it as well, and we were saying there before about your grandkids. It's one thing I love about camp drafting. It is truly a family sport, but it's so inclusive for the kids and the grandkids to get involved in with it.
Yeah, no, we ran a tribe of kids, and we've got grandkids doing it, and it's a very safe environment travelling to a camp draft over the weekend anywhere in Australia. Everyone seems to know one another's kids, and they all look out, and there's never any drama. No, it's a hell of a sport for a family.
I've got a good mate here from New Zealand, and we both said the same thing. We were watching a couple of them, and the boys were running riot. But you don't have to worry about them, and they're growing up. They'd be great kids because they're so level-headed. There'd be someone foot them up the backside. They won't even know who it is if they're doing the wrong thing. But yeah, it's a big village to looking after all the kids, isn't it?
Correct. That's exactly what it is. That's a pretty good analogy. It's a big village, yes.
Mark Barton's putting the pressure on you. He must want you to continue drinking and go from there. You recently retired. I go just through like the kids and where the kids are at and trying to juggle all of them.
Yeah, well, my eldest fella, all my boys are rodeo competitors, saddle bronc riders, all been to America, and the youngest fellas are still going backwards and forwards doing that. The eldest fella, Sam, you know, he's got 2 little boys. He's taken on the camp drafting pretty well. He ran off the Gold Cup a few years ago and ran second to Stevie Comiskey, which is, you know, a pretty big competitor. Yep. And he was pretty happy with that. So yeah, I'm quite stoked to sit back and watch all them go, and hopefully watch the grandkids go as they get old enough.
When I was lucky enough to go to Springsure for the ACA Championships, and I think they had a Masters. I'm not exactly sure the total wording of it. There was a couple of people there riding. I think they're about 82. That's not for you?
Nah, not for me, mate. I got other things to do. I've taken an interest in racing, and Bardo's got me even into a bloody pacer. So yeah.
He's a good man, isn't he? It's actually, you'll find this funny, but it's by Sweet. I think it's by Sweet Lou, is it not? Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Which is Woodlands, one of my great sponsors. But Robbie Morris trains it, and it had its first start the other day. It was okay. He's got to do a little bit of improvement, but it was okay.
Yeah, he's only a 2-year-old, and he went in a race where the others had all won races, so they're just giving it a run. And I don't know a lot about trotters or paces or whatever, so I'm only getting told that he looked all right. So see where we go from there.
He's in good hands, Robbie Morris. He's a good man, don't worry about that. But also some thoroughbreds. How much success you had with the thoroughbreds?
Oh, we've won a few races in country racing, and we've won a couple in provincial. And we have a lot of enjoyment out of that, and we've got a lot of friends involved in it, which is pretty good with racing. And you just turn up in a motor car, and when you finish, you turn around and go home. So
you enjoy that part of it. Whereabouts are you from, Lindsay? Are you local here to Tamworth?
Yeah, we're from Manila, only 40 minutes out. So
I will say thank you, because I mean Bardo throws people under the bus. He says, "Oh, we'll just get an interview." You know nothing about it, and he does that. But generally, there's a good story, and I think it's great that the fact that your family not necessarily following your footsteps. Did you do bronc riding?
I did, but I wasn't very good at it.
So they were better than you at that, were they, by the sounds? But I mean, the kids have continued on. You got some of the kids coming through camp drafting. There's every chance that once they realise the bronc riding's a bit hard, they might come back here. The prize money that's on offer with these sort of events as well, it's a great little lifestyle, mate. But well done for everything because may only contribute a little bit or a major bit to the camp drafting, but I just love it. I think it's just a great sport and a great discipline, mate. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for joining me, mate.
Good on you.